Good afternoon.
Hello.
How is everyone? Long time no see. We weren't here last week, right, Dina?
Mm-hmm.
We had to skip a week because of the holiday. We're just so busy, right, Dina? We had no time.
Holiday weekend.
Well, no, but I'm saying to make it up another time, there was just no time.
No.
And then it would be too close to today, so it didn't pay. So we just let it ride.
Right.
Which was fine. I feel, honestly, I feel like with knitting, like it's a bonus, like an extra week to knit, but ask me what I accomplished,
I know. Considering
Right?
it's been 2 weeks, I don't have that much to show for it, but that's okay.
I know.
It's not a race, right?
It's not a race. It's a fun thing.
Welcome to the Knitting Place podcast. Do you know what number we're up to?
189.
Podcast number 189. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're returning, thank you for coming back.
Thank you for coming back. Yes, thank you.
We
very
appreciate
much.
your
And if you want
viewership.
to subscribe, you subscribe on below in the button below.
Yes.
And follow us. That's,
Seems
follow the Knitting Place on Instagram. Who are you, Dina?
I am the Knitting Place. You can find me on Instagram, Ravelry, and Facebook as the Knitting Place, as well as this podcast.
There you go.
Pam.
I am Pam Sapp on Instagram and Ravelry, and Pam Sapienza on Facebook.
Did we get all the official details out of the way?
I think we're done. I think we got it. So what have you been up to, Dina? How have the past 2 weeks been treating you?
I'm trying to think. What did we do on Memorial Day?
Forget about
weekend?
last weekend. I don't know. What did you do? I don't know.
I think I stayed home.
I don't know.
I don't.
It's that
recall.
memorable. We can't remember.
It wasn't memorable. I don't think. I don't remember what I did. I know it was nice. I know that it was chill.
That's the remember. That's the Sunday I went and got my bracelet. What did you do that day?
Couldn't tell you. I'm not kidding.
I didn't do too much that weekend either. I'll be honest with you. I'm trying to think. I went to see Olive March in the parade on Monday.
Nice.
I spent Sunday with the girls. We went in the city. We did that. And Saturday was a regular, like an errand kind of a day.
Did you
I don't know what I did
go
on
to
Monday,
the bakery
though.
with David?
No.
Didn't you do bakery?
Yesterday we went, but like very short. It was late in the day. He wanted to go to the rack. He'd gone to the rack in Brooklyn, and he didn't see anything there. I said, well, I wanted to go to the rack. I wanted to go to the rack in Manhasset. And so he said, well, I'm driving there. I'll meet you at the rack. So I met him at the rack, which had nothing.
Okay.
But I did get the girls Crocs, summer Crocs.
Oh, that's cute.
For the when they go to the lake and all that stuff.
That's fun.
And he got, he got a fleece, a wool-rich fleece.
Get out.
Lovely. Yes, very
That's
nice.
nice.
He got that. And then we went for coffee. But it was already 5 o'clock, and the bakery closed at 6.
Oh, so you were really there a short time.
Very short time, yeah, it was. And Dennis wasn't there because Dennis was in Florida.
Wow.
So there you go. That was yesterday, though. That
was yesterday.
That wasn't last.
I remembered what we had going on.
What did you do?
We had a bridal shower.
You went
an
to an
engagement.
engagement party in New Jersey.
New Jersey.
And then you said you were going to get knitting done on Monday.
Because of the rain or something like that? I did catch up on knitting on
You
Monday.
said you were going to get some
Yes.
knitting done on Monday. You were
Yeah,
gardening. That's what you were doing.
And
You
I gardened.
That's
That
what
was
you
so
did. You
fun.
gardened on Saturday.
We went and picked stuff up.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, we picked up peonies,
Oh, I love peonies.
Oh.
What color did you get?
white and blush pink.
Oh, the blush pink is pretty.
Oh my goodness. And then I clipped them because they came into full bloom.
Oh, nice.
So I had them in the house.
So wait, did you
They
plant the peonies?
We planted them, but for the deck. They're not. I think I'm
Oh, in
gonna
a
move
pot.
it.
You put them
It's
in a pot.
Yeah, it's planted.
But they were
in a
ready
pot.
to bloom. They were like
Yeah, they
buds,
had
getting
buds.
ready to bloom.
Yes.
I know the teacher
So
I work with
excited.
loves peonies.
Love.
And I have them by me. It's funny you mentioned peonies. The problem with peonies is they're
They
very,
bloom once and then that's it, right? But they're
but not even
perennials.
that. Like they bloomed by me. Memorial Day weekend was the peak. They were just opening up like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Right.
And then we had that rain on Monday. And I
And then
remember
they
I
flop.
said to Emily, it's going to rain on Monday and they're going to drop. And
That's
sure enough,
exactly.
they dropped
So
on Monday. So it was like 5 days. They looked nice.
So there are two bushes. I walk bare to the park.
Yes.
There are two bushes at the entrance of the park.
Oh, lovely.
And they were in full bloom. I have to
What
tell
color
you,
were they?
white and pink.
White and pink.
One side's white, one side's pink. But somebody snips them.
I know. Oh, that's terrible. They do, because
Public
they're lovely. They're lovely, but
And they're expensive.
I could snip them. Look at them by me. I could snip them by me, but, I wouldn't do that. I'd get in trouble. Look at these are the peonies by me. How gorgeous!
They're gorgeous,
is that?
and how fragrant are they?
Lovely. I love that color too. And then
Very pretty.
This weekend, look at this. I have to show you. I'll show you too. Not that I'm just. Look at those. Aren't those roses gorgeous?
Wow. I know the flowers are so beautiful.
It's even the grandkids.
the season.
Look at those roses. It's just gorgeous. It's June. June is the month for roses.
Amazing.
So anyway, so that's that.
That's right. So that's what I did. And then this weekend we went.
You had a busy weekend.
Yes, I had a nice weekend.
Yeah, you tell them where you went.
We had Shabbat dinner. The kids were home.
Yeah.
So I have to tell you, the kids said they were coming home for Shabbat dinner.
Friday.
Right. And I'm thinking, so I asked if they can each give me. Now I'm talking about my kids who are in relationships. Obviously, Jake, who's married, and Danielle with her significant other. I said, could you guys let me know what weekends you're available
For
Shabbat?
Oh, for Shabbat. Okay.
Because I feel like
that way it's
they
not
dictated
expected
that I should.
You should. So you want to do a
Shabbat.
little bit of dictating.
It worked for them, which is beautiful. Of course, I'm going to manage my weeks or my Fridays to, Friday, summer. Everyone's busy. I get it.
Right.
But this way I can plan ahead and maybe go away for the weekend.
Course,
I don't have to sit home and
right.
wait with bated breath, are they coming or not? That would be so like me. So I'm trying to get better about communicating.
That's good.
But we did have Shabbat dinner. Danielle slept over. Her boyfriend is on board at Palantir.
What does that mean?
A company. He's in D.C.
So he's away.
He's away for 2 weeks.
Gotcha.
So she slept over.
Oh, nice.
And I suggested we go to the wineries, which was really lovely.
It was a beautiful weather on
the weekend was, it
was very
perfect.
Nice weather. Mm-hmm.
So we did the winery. We went to a movie. I fell asleep the entire movie.
Out there?
No. We were in Queens, actually. We didn't go to Lefferts. We wanted to be on Lefferts Boulevard.
What's on Lefferts Boulevard?
There's a movie theater there.
Where on Lefferts Boulevard?
Near Danny's Pizza. Have you eaten Danny's Pizza?
I grew up on Lefferts Boulevard. That was where I grew up. But what town were you in? Was it Forest Hills? Okay,
I guess.
Up Austin Street? You were up there. You were up by
yeah.
Austin Street.
We ended up going to Midway.
I remember
for the
Midway.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
You know what I saw at Midway? I saw Saturday Night Fever.
Get out! I remember where I saw Saturday Night Fever.
Years and years
I was
and
in
years
Israel.
ago. Is that right?
I begged my parents. My dad didn't want me to go, and I pleaded with him.
Oh, what, to see Saturday Night Fever?
Yeah.
Well, you were young at the time.
Yes, but in Israel back in the day, they wouldn't get movie releases as soon as they came out.
Right.
It was like a year later.
Yes, yeah.
So I wasn't allowed to watch it in the States. All my cousins were going in Israel. I'm like, please, Dad.
So was this a year later?
Yeah, like if it came out in the fall.
This was the following summer, maybe.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
It was already passé, but I did
remember
go.
going to see it. Well, I'm older than you, so, but I mean, I was relatively young at the time, and I remember at Midway. I remember that.
That's so funny.
So you went to the movies after the winery?
Yes.
I would have fallen
God
asleep.
bless my husband.
Your husband doesn't stop.
He doesn't stop.
He's like the Energizer Bunny.
And
How was his back, though?
He didn't
after driving in the car all that time. He
well,
didn't bother
Sophie
him?
drove home.
Yeah, but he's still sitting in the car.
He was sitting in the car.
When your back is bothering
He has that massage chair
in the car.
In the car,
oh,
yeah,
nice.
Like one of those, whatever it's called.
Was it heated with the massage?
I don't know what he did. I'm sure it has seat heat.
You would think though that his back would bother him sitting in the car, but Maybe the wine had something to do.
When it's convenient, like, oh no, I don't want to do this. Let's go to the movie.
My back's hurt. Doesn't hurt that much. I can go sit in the movie then.
Exactly.
Well, what movie did you see?
Kingdom of the Planet Apes.
Oh, I would not decide to see that.
I remember loving the Planet of the Apes on television.
Type of movie, no.
I don't know.
You give me there was a song on the radio the other day, and I said, "Oh, I hate that song." It was like maybe. What song? Oh, it was a Cat Stevens song. And Emily said...
in the Cradle?
What was it now? Someone will tell me what song it was. And I said, I don't like that song. I never liked it. She said, how could you not like it? Every time I hear this song, I think of Runaway Bride. with Julia Roberts and Richard Gere. I think it was Runaway Bride. Is it Runaway Bride? One of those movies.
Okay.
And I said, "You're right." No, it's the one where she's the actress and he lives in London. It's not Runaway Bride. Come on, guys. You know the one. No, Julia Roberts. She's an American actress, and he has a stupid bookstore in England. And she happens to come in to buy a book, because she's got to wear the sunglasses and everything. Okay. So they end up meeting each other, a relationship, whatever. Develops. And at the very end, it's a song that he's walking through the town, and they're showing the seasons. Cats in the Cradle.
It's not Cats in the Cradle. That's like Through Life.
I feel like messaging Emily, but anyway. And she said, "I think of that movie," and I said, "Oh, you're right. I do like it in that movie."
That's so funny.
So what else did you do then?
And then yesterday we went out east. Our friends invited us.
Was it the beach? Did you go to the beach?
No. We went to meet Lisa and Yoram. So they inspired us to get a dog from Ziggy. It's Bear's half-brother.
So they're the ones. So what did you do?
The dogs met. We let them play.
Are they half-brothers?
Is that what they are? Yes.
Okay.
Can dogs know, do dogs know that? That they're related?
I don't know. I doubt it. I don't know. I shouldn't say.
I wonder.
I would think not, but what do I know?
You have to see how cute they are. So
do they look alike?
No. Well, I don't remember.
That's yours. Yours is the darker one.
Yes. Let's see.
Can you make the picture lighter? No, they're in a shade.
There
that's Dina's.
So mine, this is Bear, and that's Ziggy. Oh, look.
They don't look alike.
Well, you want to know something funny?
I mean, the coloring is
Ziggy completely changed.
What do you mean?
Ziggy looked like Bear.
Get out of here.
Yeah. I'm like, what happened to him?
What's the age difference?
He's 1.5 years.
Maybe Bear will change.
Maybe, but Ziggy, that was his coloring when they got him. Like, he was lighter.
The same as Bear.
No, actually light as a puppy.
He was lighter. Oh, so then Bear's
but
not going to change.
When we met Ziggy for the first time, he was definitely darker. Maybe not as dark as Bear, but certainly close. Anyway, it was very cute. The two played so nicely together, and they were just...
How old is your dog?
He's 7 months old.
So they're like a year apart. Is that right? They're about
a year apart, exactly. Yeah. Very cute.
Nice.
So that was fun.
You did that yesterday?
Yep. We went to the clam bar.
And then what did you do when you came home? Did you go do
No, we had warmed up leftovers.
And we went to another movie.
No, I was exhausted. I have to tell you.
I'm exhausted and I didn't do it.
Friday night?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to me, but I slept so much.
Well, you're a good sleeper. Dina's a good sleeper.
I went to bed at like 10.
And what time did you wake up?
9:50.
Oh, I could never sleep. That's the amount of sleep I get in 2 days, Dina. That's crazy. The amount of sleep I get in 2 days.
I felt so good.
9. You went to bed at 10, and you slept 12 hours.
I mean, I woke up obviously to use the facilities and stuff.
But
I went
see,
right back
with
to
me,
sleep.
I sleep between 5 and 6 hours a night.
I will tell you what was unusual.
Mm.
I didn't pick up my knitting when I woke up. Like usually,
I wake up at 7. It was
10
o'clock already.
No, but I could I may have woken up and gone to the bathroom at 7
and went back. So you would normally just stay up and make yourself knit.
I would make myself knit, and for some reason I just didn't have it in. I was tired.
Well, you were catching up.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, that's how much sleep I get in 2 nights, if I'm lucky.
That's like 12 hours.
Jeez.
It was raring to go on Sunday.
No wonder she had so much. But that was on Saturday. That was Saturday. Friday night you did that, right?
Yeah, Friday night. Excuse me. Yeah. Raring to go. It was so good.
Look at you.
Anyway. And I did a lot of knitting.
On to knitting.
I had a lot of car knitting time.
See, I can't knit in the car. I get nauseous.
I know. Everybody was messaging me. You can knit in the car.
Especially what you were knitting, too. What you were knitting was
but I cannot read.
Yeah, but that needed concentration, what you were doing. You had to be able to see your work, too. I mean, it was daytime, but still, that's a tough one.
I'm so lucky. Can you read in the car?
Mm-mm.
I definitely can't read.
No.
But
if I'm going to knit in the car, it has to be something very mindless. I don't think I could, because you really have to, like with that project, you have to focus on your stitches and make sure that you're knitting.
Yes, I was like monogamous with Sylphe this weekend.
Yeah.
It was all about Sylphe. We have our Zoom class on Tuesday, and I'm just trying to catch up.
There you go.
That's a hard one. It's a lot of knitting for Sylphe.
It's a lot of knitting. But it's fun knitting. Dina and I were talking about this. It's like every row is different, but it really is the same, but it's different. How can you explain that?
Well, it's because the chart is increasing, so therefore it moves.
Right, and then it might be switching. It might be,
right,
whatever.
It's directional.
But it's fun to do it. It's fun to do it, but I think if you're getting tired, you have to be careful with that. Because I find when it gets late and I'm doing it, my productivity decreases. I don't get as much done.
Yeah.
And I might make a mistake.
For sure. I think my problem was I did not, looking at, Pam and I were just discussing how we've been knitting now. We have 4 knit-alongs going on. And what do we have to show for it?
I have nothing.
We have a lot of whips.
And I said to you, how many teas am I going to make this summer? I've made nothing. Nothing.
We have a lot of whips, but we have nothing to show for it.
And then Dina goes and says, and what we're knitting is all fall stuff. I said, you're really making me feel bad now.
No, but you have your Stella Alpina, which is
but
great.
I wanted to
Nila,
make 4 or 5 teas this summer.
Which is why we have a new knit-along to announce. Anyway. Oh, my goodness.
Anyway,
okay.
Talk about knitting. Let's talk about knitting.
Let me show you.
What are you wearing, Dina?
Oh, okay. I'm wearing the Anker summer shirt. It's designed by Petite Knit. It was knit in Sandnes Garn Lina, which love.
Yeah,
it's a colorway called Terracotta. Unfortunately, the color, I swear, everything is like this color. This color is discontinued, but it's just funny how I gravitate to the same colors.
Well, Dina and I are matching today in that we're both wearing Lina, right?
Yes.
This is my loop tee.
Love it.
Which is, I don't know, maybe you know the color, Dina. I don't know the color.
Is it peach flower?
It could be. I really don't know.
Recall.
Anyway, it's a lovely design.
It's a great color, whatever it is.
I do this every time I wear it, but I'll do it again this time. It's got this cable detail on the side. I look like a horse in this. And then it's got that, and it's got the back. It's got that nice
It's got a beautiful, can you turn around a little bit more? So it's got this beautiful, there's no shoulder seam. You've got the seam that's dipped all the way in the back, and it's got the pickup here, but it creates like a little V, a short V in the back of the neck, which is great detail.
That is back there.
Yes, it's got a great
done it is,
edging,
right? Yep.
And
it's a fun knit.
The pickup and knit clearly aligns beautifully.
Right, and then you got that one cable, and I love this too. She puts that little stitch there. That
great.
Little pearl stitch, right? How great is that? Anyway.
Who designed that?
Then you can ask that. I'll tell you in a second. I don't remember.
We just sold the kit, but I didn't see who
the
designer was.
Loop Tee.
Loop Tee.
You looking it up?
No,
I'll
look
look it up. I'll go somewhere.
Pam's going to look it up for you, but we're going to put everything in the show notes. And I just realized, did I do show notes for last?
I don't think so.
Oh, goodness gracious. You need to help me.
My problem is with show notes, I can't do them,
immediately.
What am I going to do them?
I don't know.
Here tomorrow, then Wednesday I have the kids. It's just the time.
Yeah,
I could do them, but not.
Chance. I must do the show notes.
Well, I can help you with something if you ask me for loop tee. That's not it. Look at that. Look what's coming up for loop tee. There it is. Hiromi Nagasawa.
There you go.
I'll just show you the page, what it looks like. It's great. Look at that. It's a great top. Very easy. Love it. Anyway, so that's a loop tee made out of Lina. So we're both wearing Lina.
Yes.
And
it's a great transitional yarn. It's made of cotton, linen, and viscose.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great yarn.
It is, and what Dina and I were saying, there was another. What was the sweater at the top we were looking at the other day, and it was made out of Lina. There was another one the other day. There are so many tops this year that are made out of Lina.
I mean, we made kits for the Kylie. We've been all over
the love letter.
Yes,
there's
you're knitting Stella Alpina.
Yes, yeah, so many.
It's a fabulous yarn. It's a great t-shirt weight yarn.
Right,
DK to worsted weight.
5 stitches to the inch. The Stella Alpina, they're saying 22, but if you got a larger gauge, you could just make a different size. It's lovely. I tried it on actually the other day, my Stella Alpina.
Did you?
I did because it calls for it could be A-line or straight.
Oh, so what did you decide to do?
Well, the A-line is only increasing 4 stitches.
Oh,
I
big
said
deal.
I'll increase 4 stitches,
Right.
but I wanted to see how much more I had to knit.
Okay. Nice. Well, guess what?
What, Dina?
I also tried on.
You did? What did you try on?
Salmon set.
There you go.
The one that
was
Robin
too small.
told me. I was dying. Well, good news. It fits.
There you go. I told you it would.
So it's deceiving because it's on the short circular needle. It's on the 24-inch. I'm not showing it to you. I basically...
Haven't done anything on it.
I did.
Oh, you
I
did?
actually knit a whole section.
Oh, good.
And then I noticed that there was a spot in the yarn. It was stained.
Oh, you were telling me that, yeah. So you
pissed.
backed it out?
How pissed was I?
I can imagine.
I ripped it out. But why did I rip it out? Because I tend to walk and knit at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that there were loose rounds. So I figured that's not going to block out.
Right.
Because you have like the gap, it's an elongated stitch when you're knitting in the round.
Yeah.
So I ripped back, and every time I tinked back and I moved a little forward, I didn't rip back far enough to the loose row, so I knit 4 more rounds. My whole thing is knit 4 rounds a day.
Yeah.
Well, basically, I kept moving forward, moving back, moving forward, and I'm pretty much at the same spot, so there's nothing to show.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens.
That was my salmon set situation, but it fits.
There you go.
It does
well, that's
fit.
good. That's good
Yeah,
news.
that's great news.
What do you have there?
I have my
Let me see what a finished sleeve looks like.
garden cardigan. Well, it's not 100% finished. So I have like 3 attached balls. So bear with me here.
I hate that.
I know some of you get crazy when you see many strands attached, but...
Did you do the 16-inch sleeve?
I tried it on.
Yeah.
I will show you how it fits. Actually...
You better be careful with those balls. Isn't it funny? Her sweater matches her top.
Yeah, look at the color. Consistent. So for me...
To drop.
Whoops, I think I just lost a stitch.
I've got your marker.
Okay.
I won't put it on until you take it off.
So for me... And it's not blocked.
This is going to block.
Right.
Oh, that's long
The
enough.
sleeve is long
How many
enough.
inches did you go there? What would you say?
Why don't you measure me?
Oh, jeez. Should take it off. Here, let me see.
Don't forget it's going to block out a little bit longer, so I didn't want to go...
Before the ribbing, 15 inches.
Yeah, but my arms are
15.
short.
I have longer arms.
Right. So 16 might actually be good for you.
16 3/4, isn't it?
Before the ribbing?
I'm not sure. It's 16 something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm at like 7, 7.5, something like that. But I haven't picked up that because I had to make progress on some other things. Yeah.
So I'm trying, thank you. I'm trying to stay on point because we're going to be meeting for the garden cardigan. Is that next week or the week after?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow is Sylphe. Is it
tomorrow
Nila?
Sylphe?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's Sylphe tomorrow, not garden.
Right.
You're right.
And then we have, I don't know if it's Nila and then garden.
I want
or
to
vice
finish
versa.
my sleeve. My goal is to finish my sleeve by next week.
There you go. An inch a day.
Well,
I've dissected everything.
I tend to. I can't
inches.
do an inch a day. I tend to I'll work on it for a period of time,
I have to.
I can't do that
fragment.
because I can't. That doesn't work for me. Well, it depends when it works for me. Maybe on a weekend, but not during the week. That doesn't work.
Right.
But so I'll if whatever. My goal is to have one sleeve done by next week.
So I've picked up for the second sleeve, and I'm just
Nice.
about an inch in.
Good. That's
So I
good.
think we have 2 weeks. So if I can do 2 inches, an inch
You're
a
making
day.
me nervous now.
No, a little bit more than an inch. I mean, I've done today's homework. So this is how, I was telling Pam, I've dissected everything into little bits per day. But truth of the matter is you could just do one project a day and commit all your energy.
Right, to the one
and
project. It would be the same
twice
thing.
Right,
It would be the
twice
same
a week.
thing.
It probably would net out the same thing.
Yeah.
But
There
that's
you go.
what I've been doing until it doesn't work.
Well, that's your garden. I will show you. I did do some work on my Stella. I didn't bring my garden because I haven't done anything on the garden since I last. Well, maybe since they last saw it, but not much to talk about. This is the Stella Alpina.
Stunning.
And you can see I have gotten some done. I'm almost at 4 inches, which is where I should be doing my A-line.
That's beautiful,
So
Pam.
I tried it on. The width was good. Everything fit well. I just
great.
need to do some stockinette knitting.
Something about white and lace.
I know.
Right? Isn't it just so beautiful?
It's fun. I'm excited. I wish this were done because I could wear it.
Right.
You know. So, but you know.
You're in the home stretch.
You know, you talk about other things. You know, being. You have to concentrate. You have to whatever. But then when you go to straight stockinette, it gets boring. You know, it's like do 6 rows. Okay, I'm done. You know,
You can't win.
and so anyway, so that's my Stella Alpina. What else do you have, Dina?
My next piece is my Sylphe. This, I've been monogamous with this, so I've gotten quite a bit done.
Look at that.
Look at that texture.
Looks very pretty.
I'm in love.
Mm-hmm.
What a crazy stitch. I don't know
It is
how
a
Natasja thinks of these things, but she's just, I don't know, this is just gorgeous. This looks so organic. It looks like it's moving. I don't know. There's just something very...
And you haven't gotten to the flower yet.
No.
You could just end it with that. You wouldn't have to even put
really
the flower.
could.
Yeah.
It's just so pretty. But I still have more to go. I have to do the ribbing.
Are you finished with the charts?
No, I have six more
rows.
and then 4 rows of ribbing. I have 10 more rows.
There's 4 rows of ribbing after it. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
But the ribbing will be a breeze after doing
the
this
ribbing.
textured leaf stitch. Can do that with like on the treadmill.
Are you going to be able to do 6 rows?
I don't know.
I don't know if I could do that, Dina.
We'll see.
If you knit tonight, you might be able to do it.
Yeah, I'd have to. I have to knit. Tonight.
You have to knit tonight to do that.
I also have to edit the podcast. So
unless you may not get an edited podcast, might be the next day. I would say you should just do the knitting.
We'll see.
And this is my Sylphe. I am not quite as far as Dina is. But
colorway, by the way. So it's Sylphe. It's designed by Natasja Hornby.
That's right.
We're knitting it in Rowan felted tweed, and the colorway here is called Aster. I will say we just restocked on felted tweed.
We just got a reorder and some new colors too.
New colors, and you should check them out because it's a pretty palette.
What color is this?
Sulfur.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
This is mine. I'm not quite as far as Dina is. I am in that whole cluster of rows, but I'm probably a third of the way through. You can't really see it, actually. All that work and you can't even see it.
Yes, you can.
No,
Turn
you
it
can't.
around.
Yeah, you
and Pam
can.
and I were commenting, look at how gorgeous the back of this shawl is. It's like a whole other
Well, you
texture.
should show them yours.
It's a crazy wrap. It's really special.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
The back
it's almost
doesn't
like
look
reversible.
bad. The back looks good.
I was amazed at how interesting that looked. Look at that.
Yep, that's the back.
I mean, it looks like vines.
Yeah, it
Right?
does look like vines, yeah.
I love it.
It is. So anyway, there we go. That's where we are. And so we'll see. We'll see how much I get done. I would like to say I would have that done by next week, but that's, oof. I told Dina I'd lucky if I could do a row a night.
Right, so here we are. We're part of 4 knit
So
alongs,
I still have
fragments.
You have 6 rows left to do. I have 30. No. It's a 12. No, I'm wrong.
Pattern.
Yeah, it's a 12 row. I have 2 12 rows. And that's not right. I have 12 and I have 28. 28 rows left.
You'll get there.
It's a lot. But anyway, it's not, like Dana said before, it's not a race.
No. Next, I have Nila.
Ugh.
And I was telling Pam, this is the only project that I've been saying 4 rows a day per project, just to like segment it out. But with the Nila, we had to pick up and establish the pattern. And then you have to increase for the neck. So I decided that I was going to do it in one sitting. Do it in one sitting. So I think I did one during the yes, I did one during the week, one during Memorial Day weekend, and the other one was like
and then
during
you joined
the week.
it.
Exactly. So
I could see why you would do that.
And then you have to increase for the armhole. Like it's too many things. Yeah.
It's too many moving parts at one time.
So I'm happy that I did that.
Nice.
I'm done. And now I have, this is a project because of the lace panel. The lace chart changes both on right side and wrong side row. there really is no recovery row. So I find that I need to use my knit companion. I need to sit and knit.
That's the whole thing.
It's not one of these mindless knittings that once you get it established, I can't, for some reason, I can't commit this to memory. But that's okay. But look at the color.
Again, look at the color. It matches you. Everything matches you today.
How funny is that?
I am not going to show you my Nila because I haven't done anything on it. I picked up, but I haven't established the pattern, so I have nothing to show you.
Okay. Jethro.
I haven't, well, I've done a couple.
She's done a lot.
No, you have more than me. I have not done a lot. Yes, you do, Dina. These
you have your squares finished. I don't.
Oh, well. Yeah, but, well, that's different.
Yeah.
This is the, oof,
it's empty.
So here, I'm going to hand you one.
This is her magnificent Jethro.
So these are some of the squares.
It's like a little assembly line.
Oh, I dropped one. Here's another one. Here's another one.
So Pam has done her finishing round, or her main color round. I love this palette, Pam. Look at how gorgeous it looks.
There you go.
So we were just eyeballing this, and when you look at a square, one square at a time, you might...
See, that's the look that I want.
Which one? That one?
Yes.
Yeah, but you know what? When you, look at it...
Don't you love that square?
It's gorgeous. But that looks very similar to this square. Look at how similar that is.
But it's similar but different.
Yeah, but they're both gorgeous.
Yeah.
I think all your squares are gorgeous, personally.
And then I have this one.
But it's very easy to look at a square, in isolation, and say, oh my God, that color pops. I don't know. But when you melt them into the whole jacket, no one square really stands out.
Right.
You know? They all just blend. Look at how pretty they look.
So that's my
Jethro.
My Jethro.
Everyone is having so much fun with this.
They are. I'm very impressed. A lot of them. Well, it's a great. If you're going to start crocheting, and we said this the last time, I think we said it on the Zoom the other night. A granny square is a great thing to start crocheting, to learn to crochet. Yes. Don't you think?
Yeah. I mean, you do need to know the skill set of chaining and single crochet, double crochet, but they're addicting, and it's amazing how many people.
You can make a granny square blanket.
Oh, yeah.
Right. You can make it. Remember that blanket I made Katie years ago? That great.
Do you remember the
cedar.
The huge one that Michelle made?
Yes. Yeah,
I started that and I gave up.
Where is it? Do you have it?
I have no idea.
Oh, that was a great one.
I think I need to do
I made Katie years ago when she was in college. So she's 35 now. Is she 35? She's probably 35. So that's how many years ago, right? It was, remember the cedar denim?
Yes.
Love that yarn. Oh, love that yarn. But I made a granny square. Yarn. Yes. I wonder if they still make it. You should see if they still make it. They don't?
That had wool, acrylic. It was so awesome.
It was, and it was denim-y colors. It was creams and different shades of denim. And then it was tweeded, mixed together, right? Mm-hmm. But what I did was, instead of making it a square, I made it a rectangle, a granny rectangle. Which is another thing you can do too. But anyway, so my point being, even if you just granny square, you can make a blanket.
You can. But I find it laborious to do a big granny square.
Do you really?
I prefer to do little ones and assemble them.
Really?
Yes. That's my...
I did that for the girls with the flutter bee.
Yeah.
I made them a granny square blanket.
I'm not saying you need... you can have single colors and make it a patchwork. You don't have to change round every color. If I was changing round every color...
Right.
Changing color every round. I didn't say that right.
You said changing round every color. I knew what you meant, though.
Yeah. Then it would be easier if you were in one big square. But
well, I was going to say something, though. I don't remember.
It looks beautiful.
Remember the customer we had? What was her name?
Kathy? Who did all those...
Taught her to crochet.
Forget about it.
And all she did was make squares. They were about 12 inches by 12 inches. And she was not married, but she came from a big Irish family, and she had lots of nieces and nephews and cousins. And
she gifted everyone. It was
everyone
amazing.
Got a blanket. But she didn't assemble it. We assembled it for her. But she just made And she took orders. She took orders.
And she just couldn't wait for the next order, the next palette. And she would come in and say, "I need."
She'd say, "I have 5 blankets to make now." Whatever. It was lots of fun. But my point being, exactly, she just crocheted. That was it. Granny squares. Go ahead, Dina. Show here. Let me hold them.
Thank you. These are my squares. I don't think I released or showed
now,
my colors
Dina
last
doesn't
time.
have on hers.
Well, this is my. Well, we think. I'm not
She
sure.
doesn't have her final round on hers. That one has her final round, which was like a what yarn is that? Is that
Santa's
It's
yarn.
the kit, right? The 10-15.
Was it?
I think so.
Maybe
Excuse me.
10,
Mine is the
15.
10-12. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That was rude.
It's more of like a pearly white than
pretty,
an
I like
ivory. So the reason I don't have my rounds on yet, we're going to be showing 2 different techniques for the class. I'm going to be showing or demonstrating the attached method, which is what Tanis described in her pattern.
She attaches the squares together by doing the
crocheting them together.
Crocheting the final round as she's doing it.
Right. And Pam is going to demonstrate sewing them together.
Correct.
So this is just in lieu of, and so I'm minus my final round. But you could see my palette, pinks and purples. I'm surprised it's not coral and terracotta.
It's different, though.
It's different.
Anyway, so there you
So
go.
those are my squares. Moving along, I'm trying to do a square a day.
There you go.
So hopefully by the time we meet, I'm squeezing in a few extra so that maybe I'll be done with my squares
By the time when are we meeting?
for the next class. That's a
I'm
good
losing
question.
track of time. What's today's date? Today's the 3rd of June.
25th.
We just met last week.
Right.
The 25th.
Right. So we have 1, 2, 3 weeks.
I don't think I'll have them done in 3 weeks.
Yeah. It's going
I
to be
don't
tight.
think so.
I'll have to double
It's
up.
going to be tight.
Yeah, I have to double up, but that's okay. I have my little
You're forgetting you'd have to do your Sylphe.
I know. I'm trying to get to the armhole. And
Anyway.
this is why I'm just setting small goals.
Right, but that's what you have to do.
Little itty bitty goals, which is why we have no FOs.
Exactly. We have no FOs, exactly. But they're going to happen all at once. I don't think I have anything else. I think that's it. That's all I have.
All right.
That is it. So what else is going on, Dinah? What do we have?
Well, we have the Luminos Tee, which we've discussed in the past. Luminos Tee is designed by Yamagara. It's a cute top.
Is it here?
It's got the chevron detail. Is it in the back? Let me go get it.
Oh,
we
it
had
is.
another
Yes,
one.
it is in the back, Dinah. It is in the back. Oh, I have the cover. I have the cover, Dinah.
Okay.
This is the cover photo of the Luminos Tee. I think we talked about it the last time. And as she said, it's designed by Yamagara, and it starts from the bottom up, and it's constructed. She compares it to knitting a chevron shawl. So, like this is one piece here, right, Dana?
Yes.
What about these? How does that come into it?
It's funny because she has this passage at the top of the pattern. Go on a unique knitting adventure with a tee shaped by triangles and chevrons, ending with delightful details with lines. I love that.
I think from looking at the projects, I think that you start by knitting
The bottom.
this thing here.
And there's like a garter stitch tab cast on.
And then you do this. It's interesting.
The assembly is different. And she certainly has some crocheted, what was it called?
She calls
Applied
it chain. It's something chain.
Surface chain.
A surface chain, she calls it. And if you
Right.
look, you can't see it on
You
this.
can't see it from this photo, but if you look on the Ravelry page, she's got different pictures that demonstrate
I have it
what they
down.
look like. Oh, here it is. Here's a pretty picture, but, without showing the pattern.
Right.
So if you can look at the detail on that sleeve there,
It's hard to see.
it kind of looks like a web.
And the chain is, the applied chain is up here, and it's around the armhole.
Is that out of
This
this?
is the full. That's the
Okay,
full pattern.
perfect.
This is out of this pile. But anyway, so Dinah had many requests from customers asking for a knit along on the Luminos Tee.
So we're planning one.
We had some kits. We've added more kits, and
Yes.
we've picked a date, and we've put it up on the website. So the kits are on the website. The sign up for the knit-along is on the website with the dates. Do you want to give them the dates?
Yes. The first date is going to be on June 18th.
It's in 2
Jake's
weeks.
anniversary.
2 weeks in a day. I mean, it's funny you mentioned that. I was talking to David, and David was talking about how are Dinah's kids, and I said, fine. I said, Jethro, I said, gee, Jake is going to be married a year.
It's crazy.
It's June, right?
June 18th.
Yeah, so we were talking about that.
Yes.
Anyway,
so we're actually going to piggyback. The class is going to start early. So for this series, all classes for the Luminos Tee will begin at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They're going to last an hour. And, first class is June 18th. The second class is July 16th. And then we're going to finish off on August 13th with the final class.
Right, and as you can see, this is like a charcoal gray to black main color, and it's got a variegated yarn with fun colors for the chevron.
Right, and if you go on the Ravelry page, you'll see all different types.
Correct.
Light color, bright color, solid colors.
Solid colors,
You can stash dive.
Yeah.
I think you need about, depending on your size, between 700 and 900 yards, was it?
Well, we're going through the size 4. We're going to go through size 4. We may be going through size 5, I think, is what we said. But the size would be that way.
Right. So it's basically, depending on your size,
7
you
to
need
800. Well, again,
440 yards
As
in
the
the main
low.
color for the smallest size, and then up to 1,080 for the largest size. And then for your contrast color, you really only need
One
about
skein.
200 to 500 yards,
Right.
depending on your size.
Right. And the sizes range from just under 34-inch bust through almost a 59-inch bust. So there's quite a leeway there. So, again, there have been many people have expressed an interest in this. It's an unusual construction. It's something different, which is always interesting. So that's why we've decided to do it.
Yes, I think what happened was when the pattern first came out, we were mentioning how we loved the top, and we would probably host a knit along, and a lot of people were buying kits, and with everyone who purchased a kit, half of them might have said, are you doing the knit along? Are you
Right.
doing the knit along? So yes, it's happening. Hopefully you'll sign up.
And what we'll do is we'll show you some kits that we made.
Yeah, we did make some new ones, so we're kind of excited.
Okay. Well, again, this is one that
This
we've
seems to be a
restocked.
popular one. This is the last one. So if you're into greens, the Tuva and the River's Edge, it is the last kit of this kind.
This is Jane with March hair in the center.
Yeah,
That's
very
it.
pretty.
This one we
Got the speckles.
restocked. It is Red Hot with Flutter.
No, Bang Bang.
Bang Bang, sorry. With Bang
Gorgeous.
Bang. Gorgeous, right. There's that one. I'm going to get some other ones. Too.
Okay,
Let
do you want to
just
hand me
move
those
these back.
bags?
Yep.
And I will.
Oh, jeez. There it goes. There you go, my friend.
Okay, so for this kit, this colorway is called Bronze. And we put that together with 30A, and you could see the streaks of the bronze just kind of like running through the skein. So that'll be very pretty when you stripe it out. The next kit is Coal with Rorschach. Very pretty. It almost looks like a newspaper print.
It's like a basic.
Yep. Classic top. Gorgeous. Can't go wrong. I mean, this would be stunning with white jeans.
Yeah, would be.
Very pretty. So that's a pretty one. Next up,
This looks like a garden, the next one.
this one, like a Monet's got right?
Yep.
Monet. This one is very pretty. This one is called Neptune, and we have that paired with Sparkle for the People. And if you will, the speckles on the Sparkle for the People
pretty.
are just very pretty. They go from green to pink and has a little bit of the teal. So that's a pretty combo. For pink lovers, Barbie Girl.
There you go.
And we have that with Pop Star right in the center. Again, another one that's going to be a little bit more fluid, not a high contrast. This one here is called Cosmopolitan. Love this combination, and we paired that with Nightlife. And if you will, the colorway speckles out, the Cosmopolitan color speckles out nicely right through that Nightlife color.
This is the one we don't have anymore. Did it sell?
I don't know. That's odd.
Show
Okay.
it.
It might have sold and I didn't fulfill the order.
You think it did?
Yeah, probably. Next
don't
up, this one here it's electric, and we were able to restock this kit. We paired that with Flutter. That's a beauty.
That's a gorgeous one. Pretty. Now we have some other kits.
Do you want to just finish off with Suburban?
Oh, I thought I did. Oh, it's over there.
Sorry, we have some new Suburban kits, which we're excited about. This first one here is a restock. We were able to disassemble a kit and recreate this one. So this is Wisteria with Starstruck. Absolutely gorgeous. And these you haven't seen. This one here is Rouge. And we put that with Dream House. Now that's stunning. That's pretty. Really pretty. You can see the speckles running through it. That'll make a gorgeous top. And this one is Delightful Sherbet with Sugar.
Love sugar.
Oh, that's going to be great.
That's a good one.
So that's another good one.
Very delicate.
Very fluid and delicate, soft. So if you're thinking about joining us, the Suburban Stitcher kits, they call for 3 skeins. You're just shy, if I'm not mistaken, for size 6. I think it's like 30 yards that you might be shy.
20 yards.
20
yards.
So
it's all in the numbers.
it's not enough, but you're almost there.
What can we say?
Okay, so these next kits we're really excited about. We decided to pair up Merino Cloud, which is a lovely fiber. It's extra fine merino with 20% cashmere. So this is delightful. It's dreamy to knit with, and it's squishy to wear, and it just feels so good. So this is charcoal, and these are ombre colors. So what'll end up happening is your colors will stripe out as you work them from the bottom up, and it creates this ombre.
But just keep in mind, you're not joined in the round at that point. No. They're doing 2 separate chevrons.
Right. Depending on the size. Right. So this is fun to work with. The yarn will do all the work. You're not necessarily going to get
randomness to it that you
very
don't have
random.
To do anything.
Exactly. It's not going to be speckled out. Right. So that's going to be fun. That's one kit. Do you want to sit and show yourself?
No.
You sure?
Keep going.
This one here is light blue, and we have that. This is a very soft kit. Not everybody loves color. There was one top that we saw on Ravelry that was very soft and fluid. It almost looked like it was one color. This is reminiscent of that.
Yeah, that's very pretty.
Yes.
Yeah,
now this, in contrast, is a deeper version of the same thing, but more.
That's gorgeous.
This is stunning. This is like so Pam. Just more monochromatic, but deeper. Then we have a high contrast here. This is the charcoal gray, and this has pink and gray. It's got a pretty ombre, so that'll just stripe out throughout. Now, this is one of the inspirational colorways, so these are limited. This is called Sierra Bloom. This is one of Iris's, as you could see, she got inspirational photos, and then she creates the colorway, and we paired that together with this beautiful plum. Next up, we have this beautiful cranberry and this pretty ombre color. What would you call that? I mean, I don't know. It just like looks floral to me.
It's like like medium tone flower colors.
Just very pretty, like a bouquet. Mm-hmm. This one is a classic. We did black with Caramel by the Sea. Super fun. You guys love this one. It's a popular colorway, and we still have some, so that'll be lovely. This is, believe it or not, it's not black. It's just a very dark purple. You could probably see the hue. It might be picking up a little bit. And
eggplant. It's like an eggplant.
Yes, but very dark. And we paired that with the neon brights. Super fun.
Mm-hmm.
This is great. You've got purple with the LYS Day spot color. So these colors will speckle out. You'll get these ivory stripes and probably get a stitch or two in the individual spot colors. And that'll be a very pretty palette.
There you go.
This is right up my alley. Mm-hmm. Nothing like fuchsia, orange, and pink. That is just a bright one. If I had guts, I would do this colorway. I love it.
You should do it.
I don't know. I love it.
Yeah,
it's the bomb. Yep. It's like so good. I'm too self-conscious. That's why to wear something like that. But that's me. I mean, look at what I'm wearing. Okay, this is cranberry and then shades of pink, which is just going to be beautiful.
That's a fun one, too.
Yeah. Next up is a hot flash. One moment, please.
Having a hot flash.
Is the AC on?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I didn't show it well.
Okay. Neon Peach. And we put that with Tibetan Sky. So this was great. We've sold this combo a lot. That'll be fabulous. We've done that for like shawls, Stephen West shawls and things like that. This is cranberry with brick and gray.
It's a great one.
Yep. Then we have this deep dark purple, and we have that paired with this pink and turquoise, olive and black colorway. Super fun and pretty. It's amazing how this looks black, but it isn't. Yeah. This next colorway is gold with an inspirational color called the Wave. I think it's from Sedona, I don't remember, or out west.
Gorgeous.
And then we have Badlands, another inspirational colorway, and we paired that with denim. This is going to be stunning. I love this one. Great with jeans, just beautiful with the brown and the purple. Super fun. A little bit of gold in there. And last but not least, we have this denim paired with the Wave again. Just a little different look.
Pretty, yeah.
And that's it.
Or
So those
you can
Stash
curate your own
Dive,
kit,
absolutely.
Stash Dive. You know, if you need a skein for something, you can also add to something you might already have at home. You might have that one skein
I was
that it
just
would be
going to
perfect.
say you might have that lone skein
that would be
you
like
picked
my
up.
Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. That would have been perfect
100%.
for this, right?
100%. That would be the type of thing that this is a perfect project for, and you just get a matching solid color.
Yeah, and again, it's the Luminous Tee.
Now, you don't have to go with a multicolor. There are many testers or people who opted to do it in solid colors, and you can find those on Ravelry on the projects page. So check it out. The pattern is called Luminos Tee. It's designed by Yamagara, and give her a follow on Instagram and certainly purchase the pattern. Oh, here's a solid. This is what it looks like in solid. Also very striking and attractive.
There's a beautiful project on. It's a yellow. I mean, I can't believe I like it. A yellow one. Yellow.
It's gorgeous.
And an off-white. It's beautiful.
Was it off-white or like a pearly gray?
What it looked like it was a cream to me, but I could be wrong. Who knows? You know, we could be wrong.
Possible.
There you go.
Okay, next up we have the ONLi blouse. It's designed by ANKESTRiCK. I feel like we're having a tea party.
I know, they're all teas, I know.
This is a cute top. It's got, I believe, so you see the ruched sleeve? I believe there's elastic in there.
Is there really?
I think so. It's got a pretty V neckline, which looks like it's done differently. And then it's got this pretty detail down the front. I just love the sleeves. I don't know what it is about it, but it's beautiful. It's knit in fingering weight yarn. She's got a range of sizes, 1 through 9. And the finished bust sizes range from, let's see, 39 inches to 62.5 inches. So it's a pretty big range. Size
she says intended with 5 to 10 of positive ease. Of course, you do you.
Right.
And what did we go through? We went through 50. I think we went through size 50.
On these?
I'm thinking
I think it depends on the size.
On the yarn?
Well, that's 437 yards.
Right. And the other one is 460.
4, 8, 12.
We did this the other day. It's like, who remembers?
13.
What are we adding?
100.
437 times 3.
Right. I think you
is 1311.
Almost right. So you can do every size but the last one. That would be in the Kokan yarn, and we'll show you those colors. And then I think on the Suburban Stitcher, you can do every size. Yeah. So we have the kits with 3 skeins. So we're just going to share the colors. Now you can see here she used a speckle. You can use a solid. We went with very soft speckled colors from Kokan. This colorway here is called Bluish Pink. Is it bluish or blush? Excuse me, blush pink. And it's got very subtle speckles going throughout. It's not solid. It's hand dyed. It's done in her fingering weight organic non-superwash. 437 yards per skein. Very pretty.
Yeah, that's
blush pink. I keep saying bluish. I don't know why.
And they do have that very, very, very slight speckle going on.
Yes, I'll see if I can get close.
Call it a speckle.
Yeah, but it's just ever so slight.
Yeah.
There it is, right in there. This one here is called Sea Green Mist. Another beautiful color with lovely layering. Yeah. That's a gorgeous color. This is a stunning color. Yeah. This one is called Sandcastle. And you could see the slight speckle. You'll see the shading, the kettle dye. Again, Kokon yarn, organic non-superwash. Want me to bring them up and you show the...
No, don't worry about it.
Next one, Suburban Stitcher. We love our Suburban Stitcher yarn. This colorway here is called Oyster. It's very soft speckle. It's speckled throughout.
It's very soft.
Yes, but very pretty and consistent. This one here is March Hare. Whoops. Let's see. That's lovely. Can't tell if you could see it, but it goes from yellow and green, and it's got the lovely speckles running throughout. This next colorway here is called Lonely. I would say, what would you call this?
It's like a cream, but it's got a very subtle green.
It's like a putty color
to it,
right?
Yeah, but there's that green in it.
You could see that it has a green overcast.
The photographs are usually pretty accurate. Look at the photographs and see.
Love the speckles.
How it comes up. It's a great color.
Her speckle work is really good.
Lovely color.
So that's Suburban Stitcher, Lonely. Pam's fabulous colorway that she knit. Loves this Granny Square.
I just over the weekend washed my Willa.
Did you?
Yes, it washed. I have to say, it washed up beautifully.
Excellent. So this is the gray base with the speckles.
Yep.
Then we have Predictability.
Love Predictability. You know, I've still never knit with that yarn.
What did I knit?
You made, did you make your rocket tee in it?
Yes. Yeah. My rocket tee. I love my rocket tee. Predictability. Great colorway. Pink base with the beautiful deep speckles. Yeah. Next up here, I'm really into peach. Love this colorway. Always did. Flutter. Stunning. Very pretty. Next up is a colorway called Shelter. This has got like a purpley, like a dusty lavender base, and it's got the beautiful speckles running through it. So that'll be stunning.
One more.
And last but not least, we have a colorway called Ladybird. It's almost like a soft lilac, and she's got her beautiful speckles running through it. And there you have it. Those are the colors for the ONLi blouse. It's designed by ANKESTRiCK. And with the 3 skeins, you have a lot of flexibility between sizing. What was I going to say? Does she call for elastic in the materials?
Does she? Materials. Stitch markers. No, she doesn't.
So maybe, oh yeah, an elastic cord can be pulled through the sleeves and the hem.
Oh, I don't know if I need that around my hips.
You could decide. Okay.
I don't need to emphasize the hips. At least in my case.
There you go. Next up, we have this beautiful top.
Dina and I have been eyeing this top for quite a while.
We're going to let Pam talk about it.
It was not released. We've been watching it, looking for a release date. It's a European designer, right?
Yes.
I could look her up. Her name, I'm not going to remember her name. She calls herself Other Loops.
It's called Direction Loop Tee.
Yep. And it's a great picture on the front. It's got striping, but I like it because the stripes are, I'm not saying that they're random, but they're certainly...
They're inconsistent. Right. They're not the same width.
Right. They're all different.
So you don't feel
stripes.
like you're wearing...
an awning. And what I love about this picture is that she shows it to you both ways, with the light as the background color and the dark as the background color.
It's just as smart in either colorway.
But look at that great shoulder detail up the shoulder and down the back. They're kind of going up vertically, and then the back is horizontal, and you can see that shoulder detail over there. How lovely is that? And the sleeve is a little loose fitting. I just love it. I think it's a great pattern. Dinah's going to look up and you're not going to. I'm going to say.
What's that?
I wanted to get the designer's name. I looked it up the other day.
Other Loops.
No, but she has a name.
Oh, here, I'll look it up.
Not that you have to know that, but
that's okay.
It's always nice to say her name, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it runs from extra small through double XL. And it is... Oh, I have the thing on the paper. Is this the one where I had the thing on the front? Where did it... Oh, you have it over there. This...
Designed by Other Loops.
But, I went on her website. That's where I went on that. Yeah, try saying that.
I'm going to say it's Maya Klovdal.
Klovdal, right.
I could be wrong. It's spelled Maja. I'm taking a guess that's a silent J. Maya Klovdal. I hope I'm not mispronouncing it.
She says it's a t-shirt in a loose fit with a saddle shoulder that stretches all the way across the back, and the construction of the shoulder is elegantly emphasized by the direction of the stripes, which makes it stand out, you know, that saddle shoulder. It's knit seamlessly from the top down, and blah, 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 blah. I don't need to. It has a tubular bind-off, and it, as I said, it runs from... about a 39 to a 52 in size. And she does, we were going to say she also measures across the shoulder, probably on that. So that's a measurement you might want to have. So we kitted it up using
felted tweed.
Rowan felted tweed.
It's a non-superwash.
Correct.
Each kit has 6 skeins of the main color and 3 skeins of the contrast color, which will bring you up to a size...
Here are the sizes, 52.
With 6 skeins, you'll get up to a 52?
Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the 52 is 1, 2, 3, 4, the largest size?
Yeah. They can get, yeah, it is. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's the way it goes, you know. Anyway, so...
I guess you have enough to knit the size of your choice.
Correct. Now, the thing is, you know, again, we're looking at the yarn with the quantities that she used. Her skeins had about 270 yards.
Right.
So when
These
she
have
says
less yardage.
3 skeins, you know, we're going by what she says. So you may use a little bit less, but, you know, we wouldn't give you less yarn.
Right.
You know,
if for any reason you feel like you're not going to need all that yardage, you can always leave a comment if you're purchasing the kit and just request to get a credit for 1 or 2 skeins. That's not a problem.
So we've put together about 10 to 12 kits using this Rowan felted tweed with the stripes.
I'm going to open the bags for you this time.
Oh, you are. She's going to hand them to me. There you go.
Yeah.
The first kit is, I don't know the names. Dinah knows the names. What is this? Bottle
Green and Eden.
And Eden. So again, I'm only showing you 3 skeins, but clearly this is the main color. That is your stripe color on this particular one. Isn't that pretty? I love that color. Next is Dinah's favorite color this year. It's the peach.
And carbon.
And carbon. That's her garden cardigan, right?
Yes. I don't recall. It might be Scree.
I think it's Scree, Dinah, no? I think it's Scree, and this is Seafarer is the main color, right? Oh. So it's a light blue.
Would you say that almost mimics her top?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
the lighter version.
The lighter version, right. So there you go. There's that. And...
then you have this one, the purple and the frozen. I don't know the name of the purple.
The light color is the frozen, and of course, obviously, the main color is the darker. Dinah and I were talking the other day about this, and probably all of these kits, if you wanted to, you could reverse them. So, for instance, you could make, I'll go from what Dinah's showing you now. This is the gray with the pink.
Carbon and frozen.
Carbon and frozen would be the contrast color, but if you wanted to, I believe we have frozen that you could make as the main color, and do carbon as the stripe.
For a light color too.
I think with all of these you could do that.
This is Rage and Aluminum.
Love this colorway. This is Rage, and this is Aluminum. Isn't that pretty? But again, if you liked aluminum as the main color with Rage as the stripe, you could do that. So there you go. And we just have a few more to show you. The other thing that you could do is you could go on the website and curate your own color combination.
100%.
This is a combo that we happen to love. It's the light blue with a deeper brown, a brown color. So, but you can see the difference from the first one we showed you. There's the difference in the shades. So it is light. Who doesn't like light blue and brown as a combo? I know I do. And this one is the brown is the main color with the, I think that's camel, right, Dina? Camel as the contrast. Love that one.
Another pretty one.
This is another pretty one. This is Seafarers, which is a deep, deep blue with the cinnamon as your contrast color. It's a little bit deeper than the camel. And we have one nice pop for you that Dina's going to pull out. But of course, you could do...
I love this kit. This
is
a fun one.
Thank you.
I mean, why not? Go out with the bang.
The cobalt with that.
Just stunning. Ultramarine, and I think that's called zinnia.
Zinnia. Isn't that pretty?
That's stunning.
Now, you know, it's funny. I was thinking, Dina, you could take the gray and put one of those bright greens in there. You could do a green. You could do a green with a gray stripe.
Absolutely.
You know, you could do any of this. So there's so many possibilities. Of course, we can only do so many.
Colorway, that great yellow. I love that color.
Yeah. So it's a great pattern. It looks like lots of fun. And we were reading about the designer, and she's a designer, a fashion designer, I think, by trade. I was reading that in her website.
I think so.
Anyway, something to that.
I didn't read it, but I think you would mention something like that.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's fun. So that's another great tea. This year is the year of the tea, the season of the teas, right, Dina? We were saying, you know, that every time we look, there's another great tea. And last year, I felt hard pressed to find. I mean, there were some nice ones, of course. There always are, but not as many as this year.
It's
not as many as this year.
It's tough.
Yeah,
because there's too many good choices out there.
So that's it. I think that's enough.
That's our tea party
for today.
But I do want to mention that Natasja launched a new pattern. She had her retreat over.
Did she have a retreat?
Yes, she did her knitting retreat.
I knew she was going to have one. When was it? Just recently?
Recently, and she had done this surprise knit, and it was a secret knit, and the cardigan is called Nexxus, and it was, I guess, released at the retreat.
I was going to say, what did it have to do with the retreat?
It was designed in La Bien-Aimée, and Amy was there.
Gotcha.
So I'm not sure if they had kits, but it was designed using her yarn. Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful cardigan, and I just want to share with you, Poems Swim Under Her Skin. Inspired by the Japanese Boro and Sashiko techniques, the Nexxus design embodies tradition with a modern twist. Boro, meaning tattered in Japanese, breathes new life into textiles by stitching them together in a patchwork style. Sashiko, known for its delicate little stitches, adds both beauty and functionality to garments. The Nexxus cardigan mimics the look and feel of these ancient techniques by using mosaic and slip-stitch knitting. The elegant welts framing each section add both aesthetic and structural depth to the design. But the beauty of Nexxus doesn't stop there. As a palette ready for your personal touch, you can play with colors and create a one-of-a-kind masterpiece.
I'm just going to show them this. When she talks about mosaic and slip stitching and welts,
you can look at the details.
I would say the arm is the mosaic, the red is, of course, the welt, and the cuff is the slip stitching.
Probably.
But isn't that beautiful?
It's stunning. It's really stunning. So there's, endless possibilities. We are going to be, we ran out of time, but we're going to be putting kits together. So if anybody is interested in Nexxus, feel free to message and give me some color palettes and ideas that you'd like me to work with. I've been working. That is
Biggie's. A favorite of
I
ours.
love that one.
That is just stunning.
That's stunning.
It's a light gray. It's got that pop of that yellow
charcoal,
green.
the lime, that like citrusy yellow, and then like an ivory. It's just exquisite.
It is a 4-color.
Biggie, if you're watching this,
beautiful. It's a home run. Home run.
Yeah.
So you can see what she did. She has a lighter gray for the body of the sweater, and then for the sleeve and the cuff, she went with like a a creamier color with a deeper shade.
Right. I'm just not seeing
And then
where
the piping. Here, it's right here. That's one. That's two, three, four.
Right.
So you would look at it. The sleeve and this part is 2 colors. The body's a separate color, and then you've got that little piping interest.
It's just gorgeous.
That is gorgeous.
And Natasja's is exquisite too.
And apparently, we were reading the pattern. If you wanted to, you could taper it after the bust, if you wanted to, or you could. Like, doesn't look to me like Ziggy's is tapered. Like that would be a length I would do.
Right.
You know.
I had actually messaged her to see if she had modified it.
I wonder if she may have to ask if she made it longer.
Let's see.
It does look longer to me. I don't think Ziggy tapered it.
I'm not sure.
But I know that she did. Because I read that somewhere. Natasja did, yeah. So that is a fabulous looking pattern. I know you're going to want kits. It's fingering weight yarn.
It's coming. We're going to make those kits. So I'm working with a few ideas, and we will present them to you hopefully next week. So
again, but when we feel we can do them justice.
Absolutely.
Of course, yeah.
Absolutely. But it's calling for a fingering weight yarn.
It is
that
a
knits
fingering weight yarn. Yeah.
Knits up to 6, I think the gauge is 24 stitches to 4 inches. And I started like researching.
24 to 6.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
that's what we've got so many projects going on right now. That's what the Nila is as well.
Right. Now I'm using, it's fingering weight.
Yeah.
But knit to a looser gauge.
But I like that it's fingering weight because to me those are very wearable sweaters. They don't choke you.
Right.
They're not like, oh my God, it's too hot. I can't wear it.
Right.
You know, it has to be 20 degrees out for me to wear it.
No. It's
Your
a nice
nails
way.
are very long, Dina.
I know.
Look at those nails.
I need to get them done.
Ooh, look at that.
I need to get them clipped.
I know, I was getting my nails done, and I love those colors, but they don't look good with my skin coloring.
What, French?
The colors you have. Well, French or the blush colors. My skin color is just...
You need a pop.
I need more color on which is like frustrating because you like to switch it up, you know, but... How do we start talking about nails? I saw your nails and it just threw me off, Dina.
It's okay.
Doesn't take much to lose my attention.
Anything else we want to share?
I don't know.
I've gotten messages, emails. People are still asking if they can join along on different knit-alongs.
You could join any knit-along that we've done because we have them all archived.
Right. They're all recorded. They're all on Facebook.
You could knit the shift if you wanted to.
Absolutely. No, joking aside, I mean,
absolutely.
It's whatever. Right.
Absolutely.
So I think somebody was just asking, like, I guess they read that we're coming upon our 3rd garden cardigan, the garden knit-along class. Mm-hmm. But, you know, you join when you join. No one is knitting. We're all not knitting at the same pace. Everyone is knitting at their own pace.
Right.
Some people are learning the techniques. They want to watch the entire class, and then they want to cast on.
Right.
You do you.
But there are people that just go at their own pace. There are people that finish before Dina and I. There are many people that finish before Dina and I.
It's okay.
And it's not, you don't have to be at a certain spot because it just doesn't work that way. There are people that are taking the class and they're not going to be starting the cardigan for another 2 months.
Right.
So,
but they wanted to get, they felt, I guess, the wording or they read over the pattern and it seemed like it was difficult for them to understand. Right. Some of you have actually maybe bought the yarn and tried to do it on your own and you feel like you might need assistance.
Well, some people don't need assistance, but they like the thought of knitting in
community.
A group. Right.
They like being a part of the chat and the group, and that's all are welcome.
Exactly.
So we just wanted to put that out there, and that's it.
Do we have anything else to say?
No. We have the new KAL, the knit along for the Luminos Tee. And I think that hopefully we'll be finishing up a couple. I guess we'll be coming around.
Hopefully, Darren and I have some
coming around the mountain with new ones.
I know. Although for me, I don't see any FO coming anytime soon. I don't know.
You'll see. You'll see. Your summer's starting, and you're going to be just knitting away. That's what she said. Well, I'm working.
Don't forget, I still have Patrice's blanket sitting at home that I have to finish crocheting.
If you're going to go out to visit her, you should take it to her.
Oh, I have to, but I have to get it. Did you get it done, Dina? It's not done yet.
Okay, we have to get busy.
You know, that's when you work the best, when you have a deadline and you've got to get something done.
I work the best with a deadline, but I'm also a procrastinator, I realize.
Do you really?
Yeah.
In what regard? How do you procrastinate?
I mean, sometimes I feel like right now, I know that when the week comes up, like Sylphe, I let that go. That's why I'm saying 4 rows a day.
Well, I let Sylphe go too. I let Sylphe go.
I had to
do the other stuff.
to knit that like monogamously this weekend. It was just all about Sylphe, and I love it.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun
and I
knit.
Love the texture.
I have to say, incredible. It is a very fun knit. It really is. The stitch is fun. Her patterns are well written, so
amazing
that's
how she does all these.
I was thinking of
techniques.
That the other day. How does she get it so all the charts are right? That it's all.
She's got amazing testers.
Yeah, she must.
She really does,
because it's just amazing.
She just has a knack of the way she does her delivery with her pattern writing. And for many,
and what? I'm sorry to interrupt.
No. I was going to say, for some, certain things might be ambiguous, and maybe it's because we've done a few of her patterns that we feel like it's more easy to read.
Right.
But it is clear.
She's very clear. She's very clear. But she has started recently doing videos that are on YouTube. And we commented today that on this pattern, if you go to Ravelry, she has a video that you can watch before committing to the pattern.
Correct.
If you want to look at some techniques, she's got it. You just hit the arrow when the video plays, which is novel. I think that's a very smart thing to do.
Yes, it's beautiful because sometimes you want to know what you're getting into before you actually purchase the pattern.
And she starts. The thing that started was the welt. I didn't watch the whole thing, but she started with the welt. So
she talks about the stitches.
Yeah, so that's a thing that you can just watch before you even decide that you want to take the plunge and do it.
Yeah. So that's something you can look into on your own.
Exactly.
Congratulations, Natasja. If you're watching this, it's another beautiful design. I don't know when I'm going to find enough hands to knit everything.
You got to start knitting with your feet, I think.
My goodness.
But it's fun. You know what? To me, that's the fun part about knitting, that there's something that you really want to do. So you say, well, listen, I want to hurry up and finish this so I can maybe knit a couple of rows or do something, and I think that's lovely.
Yeah. Did you see that post today that we posted that Michelle tagged us in?
No, I didn't look.
On Instagram. It's amazing.
What is it about?
It talks about how knitting, crocheting, crafting, digital photography, things that have like hand-eye contact are just great for retaining memory and just good for your health.
Oh,
and
good.
It's good for you.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Well,
so keep on knitting.
Keeps the mind young.
Keep on crafting.
Keeps the mind young, right?
Definitely. Keeps it healthy. It's important.
It's true.
It's, the mind is a muscle. We need to keep it active.
Well, listen, we've always said that. Look at Rose. How old is Rose? I mean, I don't even remember how old she is now. Is she 113 or 112?
Isn't it 14?
14?
No? Am I crazy? 112? How crazy.
Nick, can you imagine being that old?
And shame on me that I don't know. I've lost track.
Well, and we're not, exactly. And then there's Joan, who's like 90. I don't know what Joan is. She's up there. Was she like 94?
She's up there.
Was she 90 before the pandemic? The pandemic was 4 years ago.
It's crazy.
She's got to be 90.
She's 94.
And crazy. She's as sharp as a tack. She does, you know what she does? She does a lot of that aragorumi knitting.
She loves that.
She does the aragorumi knitting, which is nice. I made that book last year, that book I made for the baby, the whale book.
Yes.
She made the same book. She made that book. She saw me made it. She saw me making it, and she made it. So it is. Using your mind and keeping your mind fresh, and what do they say? They say crossword puzzles, word games, things like that. But I don't know. We have firsthand testimony that these knitters live to be
112.
She's 112.
Yeah. Why did I say 114?
Well, I said 113. Next year she'll be 113.
Right.
Yeah. So, can you imagine?
It's amazing.
I mean, Rose went on a cruise when she turned 100. Remember that?
Yeah, she
went on a cruise with the family. You went on the cruise, right? Weren't you on the cruise?
Not on that one, but yes.
Oh, I thought you were on that one.
The 100?
Weren't you on the 100?
90.
No.
100 we did here. She did 90, 95.
You didn't go on the...
I don't think
she
didn't
go 90. 90 was like before I was probably working here.
No, it wasn't.
90. Dina, she's 112. That was 22 years ago. No, you were on a cruise with her when I was here.
She was 100?
She was 100. Remember they invited you on the cruise?
I don't think it was 100.
Well, what would it have been? What would it have been?
100 was in her place. I brought her the painting.
That was here in the shop we did that. You did that after the fact. You got to message her daughter. You see, look at that. We can't even remember what we did. And Rose is 112. Keep knitting. Go home and knit, Dina. We have to hurry up. We have to go home and knit our Sylphe. We have to keep the mind young.
Too funny, you guys. This is too funny.
Anyway.
I'm on overload. Okay.
Time to go home and knit.
Yeah, my husband's texting me. He's been home since like 6 something. His back is out. When are you coming home? Dinner, pick me up.
Dina, I told you I was home at lunch today. My husband comes in just before I'm leaving. Oh, my stomach is bothering me. And I said to him, are you going back to work? He said at 3 o'clock. You know what I thought? I said, I'll be home again at 3 o'clock. You'll still be here.
Was he?
Was he? Hadn't left yet. Hadn't left yet. So my point is, I mean, we love our husbands. It's not the point. But sometimes you just need some time, you know. Who doesn't like being home? Do you like being home? Like, you know, when you can get I do not mind it at all.
My husband minds being home alone.
Yeah,
I'm really good at being home alone.
I know. Over the weekend,
I know how to keep myself. I know how to keep myself busy. I look forward to doing my things.
Doing my things. And I will tell you this. I get a text about maybe 20 minutes before I went home that he spilled a protein shake in the kitchen on the counter. And I'm like, oh, that's
all powder,
wonderful.
Or is it all
I
mixed?
didn't know. He didn't go into detail.
So you didn't know what was waiting for you.
Well, I've had it where he spilt it and it dripped into the drawers.
Oh, please.
It didn't drip into the drawers.
So you got lucky.
I think what he did today is I didn't want to ask because I didn't want to make it sound like, you know, what did you do? So I didn't ask. I said, I can figure it out when I go home. I think it was the powder, but I had to pull out the refrigerator.
Got behind. You have to
down the side.
Yeah,
there's no way. You've got the drawers. You've got the side. It's got to go in something.
That's annoying.
Yep. So anyway, and plus I lit a. What are those little sticks that you buy that you can light?
Incense?
Yeah, but they're not like they're pieces of wood. There's a word for them, because I smelt the protein powder. I smelt the vanilla protein powder. You know, so I had to refresh. This is my lunch today. This was lunch.
So much for a break.
And I might knit a row or two at lunch, but of course I didn't do it today. I'll leave you with that funny thought.
All right, everyone.
We're out of here.
Yeah. Entertain us. Leave us a comment.
Yeah, we've entertained you. Yeah. Tell us things that you've come home to, or that you know, whatever.
Didn't expect.
Exactly.
Have a good night.
See you next week.
Bye.